What's up, everybody? Fellow beasts, good to see you. Hey, how is the audio tonight? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or something. Let me know how the audio is. Okay? Thanks. Appreciate it. Mark Rowe Scott is with us. Okay, audio is good. Excellent. Jack, I did get your email. Yeah. I am totally taking that seriously. Absolutely. 561, Mark Jones, Rizzo, Portsmouth. What's going on, man? How old was I when I moved out? I think I was 19. Graduated from high school at 17. Went to 2 years of community college and then moved out. Hola, Sultan from Texas. Cholito Bear, how are you? How many bears do we have in the audience tonight? Raise your hand if you're a bear. Gustin, how are you? Good to see you. Danny in Vegas. All right. Hey, Butch, how are you, man? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well, man. You're always an inspiration. Absolutely. Good. So we have the Bears tonight. Lucas from Brazil. Excellent. Manly Youth. Fantastic new channel. Greetings from Norway. Hello from Vancouver. All right. Way to go. Open forum tonight. We're just talking about whatever we want. There is no, I'm not waiting for a magic number, and I'm not, I don't have a topic. So whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about tonight. While I smoke a pipe, of course. T21 Surfer is moderating tonight. No agenda. I had a 12-hour day today. Worked my rear end off. Watching you in my kitchen, my mom walks by. He's cute and handsome. That's a good one. Hey, Mom, how are you? Good to see you. Mexico City. Luis, excellent. Did I ever think about writing a book? I have. Look on Amazon. Google Amazon and George Bruno. All right. Portsmouth. Enjoying a bent poker pipe with some Cornell and Deal pirate cake. Excellent. Good. Australia is in the house. William, good to see you. Talk about no fap September. I can't talk about that. I don't care if anyone faps or not. It means nothing to me. Do I moisturize your neck before you dry shave with trimmers? No, I don't. I shave in the shower under here. And for the fall, I'm growing my beard down. You can see right here. I just trimmed from about here down today. So I have like maybe another ½ inch to an inch that I'm growing. And I'm going to grow a full beard for the fall and winter. Particularly for the 21 convention, which you have to go to this thing. It's going to be sick. It's going to be so sick. And there's going to be some real deals coming out, like sick deals, like you can't even imagine. But I want to see you there. And if you're there, I want to take you into the studio with me, and I want you to hang out with me and Stefan Mullen, hang out with me and Elliot Hulse, hang out with me and Rich Graham, hang out with me and who else? Some interesting names popping in this year. No lawnmower or... yeah, exactly. You caught one live. Yes, you did. I'm glad you did. The Van Gogh room looks amazing. It's comfortable. It's such a comfortable room. It really is. I do have the zombie troll. There it is up there. Can you see it? Can you see the zombie troll? The zombie gnome is way up there. Yes, he's still there. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I went through a bad breakup, and now I'm repulsed by women. I'm missing out on many opportunities. How can I overcome this hatred of women? Well, you might have been into a trance. You went into a trance. It's time to get out of the trance. You need to break the spell that she has over you. Period. That's it. But you're also going through some grief right now and some anger. That's all. That's what it is. Allow the anger to happen. Don't stay in the anger phase. Look up Elizabeth Kubler-Ross stages, the 5 stages of grief, and identify where you are in that whole scenario. I did see someone made a parody of the Daybreak Show. That, what do they say? You know, what's that phrase? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, and there are so many people making like parodies of the Daybreak Show. It's very funny. It's very funny. Bean Spider, thank you for joining tonight. James 561, you got some of the Thayer's Rose Petal. Scott, am I right? It's like I can never use anything else on my face ever again. Ever. Ever. And if I ever shave my head, that's what I'm using. Seen any good movies lately? I haven't. I think the last movie I saw was that Quentin Tarantino movie a few weeks ago. Yeah, I think that was the last one that I saw. Neo, good to see you. Braddock, same here, wife left. I don't want to take a chance on getting burned again. Yeah, it takes time. Believe me, I've been divorced for 16 years. It took me a long time before I even thought of having anything with a woman. Hello from Maine. Well, hello there. It's been 3 years for you. Yeah, dude. It took 5 years for me, for real. Peter, how are you? Good to see you. How do I learn to speak fluently, or is it a natural God-given talent? Practice. Record yourself. I have a course on how to speak well, and I'm going to be putting that video course out soon, and when I put it out, you get it and you'll see. How do you overcome from a self-centered woman? Get yourself back. This is what guys tell me all the time. They'll say, how do I get her back? What can I do to get her back? I'm like, you can't. Get yourself back. That's the best thing you can do. Fox Bear. Oh, we got some bears in the house tonight. Fantastic. Are you a bear? Let me know. Raise your hand if you're one of the bears. The beasts and the bears do get together, and the beasts and the bears get along very well. And only bears would understand what that means. Have I read any Ayn Rand? Yes, I've read everything. My favorite is Atlas Shrugged. Hello from Texas. Denny Knox, hi. Manajit Paul, good to see you. Toastmasters is good? Yes. What camera am I filming on? This is my phone. I've done 100% of my social media on my phone. Any video that you've ever seen, I don't even have a video camera. Everything is done from my Samsung Galaxy. I had a Samsung Galaxy Note 2, then a 5, and this is a 9. I'm not sure if I'm going to go to a 10 or not, because I'm not real crazy about the camera on it. William, your videos are huge to me. Like this other guy dealt with a nasty breakup. I was amazed by how much changing my mindset changed my life. Yeah, man, you change your mindset. You can change your life. GB, prepping for sober October. No, nothing November. Perfect time for monk mode. Yes, it is. What a great time. Fall is such a great time to prepare, to like get yourself going, you know, back on the right track again. How are the folks in Melbourne? They're doing well. My parents evacuated for 3 days. They are back in the house as of about 11 a.m. this morning. They're doing good. So thank you for asking. They went to the mainland. They went into West Melbourne for, for 3 days. Hi from Winnipeg. Thank you for answering my question earlier today. It's my pleasure. Is it wrong to break up with a girl who has severe mental disorders if you love her as a person but aren't sure if you want to deal with a life like that? It's not wrong. Think of yourself. You might regret it later. Yeah, it's not wrong. Severe mental disorders become your severe mental disorders. That's all. And I'm not being uncompassionate. Hey GB, how do you control yourself with women who are bully-like, bossy type? I walk away. They're not in my life. Women who boss me around are not my life. Listen to me, men, I've been telling you this for a long time. Follow my lead. Say that. On the count of 3. Say, follow my lead, okay? 1, 2, 3. Follow my lead. The women I know love it when I say that. They might resist and buck it at first, but I will tell you they want a man to take charge. Okay? Is there an age with women where money is not a big deal in hypergamy? Let's say the 50s. Does hypergamy have an end? I think women are more settled and more mature, and they're going to get what they want by the time they're in their 50s. The women who are chasing me seem to be pretty happy. They're not climbing ladders. The younger ones are still climbing ladders, you know? Yeah. The girl that I'm with is magnificent and wants nothing from me except love, care, compassion, kindness. That's all. And I'm good with that. Hello from Boston. Mark Rowe, yes. Owen Bears. My people are the beasts. His people are the bears. So the beasts and bears get along quite well. Very similar in philosophy. Yes, Cholito, Logos is indeed rising. It is. It has risen in my life, and I'm happy to say that. Very happy to say that. My life has done a 180. And I wasn't on a bad course before, but I'll tell you what, I feel 1,000 times better now with Logos, divine reason, divine order in my life. And you know me, I was like the eternal bachelor, wasn't I? You guys know me. I was like Mr. Happy in my Van Gogh room, working, cutting hair, traveling the world, speaking around the world, lecturing, doing podcasts, doing the Daybreak show. I didn't want a woman because I was so happy. And then what happens? I meet a woman and I think to myself, you know what, maybe I can make room for this person. And that was a direct result of Logos rising in my life. And for everyone, it's different. So the bears and the beasts get along well. Fox Bear, thanks for getting me into pipes. Got me off smoking. Yeah, man, pipe smoking does save lives. It does. Let's get real about it. You need to hook me up with a camera. I know, because this goes in and out. This focus goes in and out. I'm not sure. You're doing great, kid. T21 Surfer. George, you still got that 320 author. I do. As a matter of fact, it's right here. I'll show it to you. Look how beautiful that's seasoned. It's nice and dark. And that's just all from the oils in my hand and the tobacco coming out. So that is still one of my top 10 favorite pipes. Yeah. T21 Surfer, everybody, if you might not know it, T21 Surfer is my brother, Tony Bruno. He is in Central Florida, Central Coastal Florida. He is my moderator. He keeps the peace here. He's kind of like the bouncer. Anyone gives him any disrespect, out the door. Look for that movie Abandon. Oh my gosh, try to find it. Whatever, it's so good. It's so good. Ryan Cornell from Owensboro, Kentucky. Good to see you. Thank you for joining tonight. Greetings from the hills of Tennessee. Question, please. Do I believe in generational curses? Oh, Miss Chandler. Hello there. Welcome tonight. Everyone say hello to Miss Chandler. Yes and no, but I do believe in trying to break them. The yes part of me says, do what you can to break the generational curses. The no part of me says that if you're a believer in Christ, that he has it taken care of. So there's a delicate balance, but I don't believe there's any downside to breaking a curse. I don't. All right. Tips for a young man who's an old soul. I'm 20 years old, and sometimes I feel like I'm rushing manhood. Is there such a thing? Elijah Fraley, I will tell you, I was an old soul. Even when I was 20 years old, when I was your age. Did you ever see the video of me and my son who was 20? I can't believe it. He kind of looks like me. He's he talks like he's a grown man, and I'm blown away by that. And I know he got that from his dad, who's an old soul. So there's nothing wrong with that. I probably should publish that again sometime. And proper sex, of course. And what pipe and what am I smoking? Tonight is a, God, this is from Luxurious Bastard. It's a reverse calabash, which means that this is a big air chamber in here. And I'm smoking Speakeasy by Cornell and Deal. Speakeasy by Cornell and Deal in this right here. It reminds me of the author pipe. It's got that feel, that nice, you know, you can grip it nicely. What else? Thank you for bringing content that I can learn and relate. Been a daily viewer for 5 years. In 21. Oh, fantastic, Mark. Wonderful. Wonderful. I want to see you this October. If you come to 21 this October, please come spend some time in the studio with me. Pick a speaker that you want to spend time with and come spend time with me and that speaker in the studio. GB, don't feel like a bear, not this cold winter, feel like a wolf, too hungry to be a bear. That's good. Neo says, you inspired me to grow a beard. When I had a giant beard, I had a 5-year beard, chopped it down, looks better than ever. Amazing what a beard trim can do. Yeah, I probably will grow my huge beard back again someday. The woman that I'm seeing happens to like my beard, which is just a hell of a lot less hassle. You know, I like that. Where am I on God? I wouldn't be here, Peter, if it wasn't for the Lord. Logos is rising. Divine order is in this world. I wouldn't say, some people say, well, you're on the God pill now. No, it's not. I've been a Christian for a long time. I wasn't always an obedient, on the track Christian. I spent a majority of my life as a very disobedient pagan, hardcore heathen. Really did. Yeah, we got some Vox Day fans here. Fantastic. That's wonderful. We got bears and the Dread Ilk. Thank you for joining. I appreciate the crossover. We are of the same mindset. Oh, well, there's a super chat in there. That's wonderful. I don't know where that came from because I'm not keeping track, but thank you for the super chat. Todd, just want to say thank you for your videos. You helped me a lot. It's my pleasure, Todd. Peterson's perfect plug. Oh, that's wonderful. Ah, Rotterdam is in the house. Let's see. Carnivore, you feel great, I know. The Daybreak show is returning on September 23rd. Ah, Universal Beard, that's Josh. How are you, Josh? Good to see you, man. You want to see something? Sitting right here. I was thinking about you the other day. I still have this Universal Beard lip balm, which is, seriously, I don't know if you're still making this, but hey guys, let me know. Josh, let me know if you're still making this, because this is the best lip balm I've ever used in my life. It's amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. And now with fall and winter coming, it's so wonderful. Absolutely, man. Hit that like button. Pound it. Hi from Allegan, Michigan. How to deal with anger. Peter, yes. I have dealt with anger. I'm no longer an angry man. And I realized that I was stuck. And that's all part of getting unstuck, is losing your anger. Getting unstuck means getting unstuck emotionally, getting unstuck financially, getting unstuck relationship-wise, logistically, your living scenario. It's super important to be unstuck. Anger, you might have saw the video where I said anger just means you're really sad. Anger is a really big emotion. It's the only emotion that's big enough to hide sadness and grief. So whenever I see someone who's angry, what I really see is someone who's sad and who has encountered some difficulty and might be in a grieving mode. So you don't have to admit it here. What I would like you to do is take a look at your grief and sadness and what are you grieving from. You might need to create some closure with that, and then surprisingly the anger might go away, and please stay in touch about that issue. Okay, Jose, you are awesome. That's what I think. uh, Josh from Universal Beard says, what is my favorite style of haircut to do? I do what I call organic cuts, which are all scissors, no clippers at all. I do all scissors and comb, and a lot of point cutting for texture. uh, for me, comb, scissors, and spray bottle. And I mean, my hair, I'm actually doubling the price of my haircuts. At the end of this year, I've been doing $50 cuts for about 4 years now, and I'm going to $100 for a haircut after December 31st. It takes a lot of skill. It's something I love doing, and I spend an hour, up to an hour with people. So my haircuts are $100 after the first of the year. How to cope with losing wife at a young age, mid-20s. She passed away. Alex, wow. I never lost a wife. Never lost a wife, so I'm clueless. The only thing you're going to get from me is my condolences and my sympathy. And that's all I can say is I'm very sorry for your loss. And I would deal with that. When you lose a wife, you're losing dreams. You're losing hopes for the future. It's not like someone's stealing your bike and someone says, well, then just go out and buy another bike. When your wife passes away, it's not, well, just go out and get another wife. You can't. You can't. So I really, like I said, the only thing I can give to you is my condolences, and I'm very sorry for that. Thoughts on universal salvation and Christianity? No such thing. I have patches on my cheek. Will eventually fill in? Yes, it will. You should saw my beard. Go to my Instagram. Look at me. Let's see. What is my belief on salvation? It's faith alone. 100% faith. 100% faith. Not works. Jack says, what do I do if someone direct messages me and tried to push their religion on me? Ignore them. The best thing you can do is ignore people. That's all. Just ignore them. They're just gnats. I'm 17, I left school, and I'm looking for a job. What's some advice you can give me to help nail interviews and submit the best application I can? Remember this, that resumes don't get you jobs. Resumes get you the interviews. It's the interview that gets you the job. Okay, so sharpen up your interview skills, your people skills. Smile a lot. Okay, be very interesting and be the most interesting person in the room. A lot of times career fairs are a really great place to go and practice your interviewing skills. If there are career fairs, at a hotel or a college somewhere, you can do 20 interviews in one day. And that's a great way to polish yourself. Tad Freeman, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Artie's Place. How are you? Good to see you, my friend. Ralstonian, thank you for joining in tonight. Caleb, thank you for what you do. It's nice to have a place to go that embraces being a man, a nice refresher and a reminder of how a man should be. You're welcome. I certainly try as hard as I can, and I've learned from mistakes that I made, and the things where I corrected myself, that's what I teach. Old school. Tony, excellent. Good to see you, man. Yeah, guys, listen to me. Lip balm from Universal Beard. Seriously, I'm dead serious. You got to get it. It's better than anything you're going to buy in a store. I love Universal Beard products. I love them. Let's see, 18 years old, got a proper beard. So far, I got a small patch missing in the middle. I hope it will grow to a magnificent form as yours. Tips on how to straighten the hairs so it doesn't look that weird. Be careful about using thermal tools. A lot of guys are buying these thermal brushes where you plug in, it gets really hot. What that does is it changes the structure of the hair shaft, and you don't want to do that. You will end up shaving your beard off. So allow your beard to grow with its natural curl. That's super important, okay? Let's see. Portia Verrett, good. Good to see you. Hello. Any change on the opinion of NoFap? If anyone ever saw my video on NoFap November, I made that 2 years ago. You know that, right? I made that 2 years ago. That was a complete joke. That was a complete joke. And I basically trolled tens and tens and tens of thousands of people on NoFap November. It was a complete joke. I have no opinion about NoFap November. I have no opinion on that topic at all, good or bad. And if you watch it, if you know me, you'll be laughing the whole time. I meant it as a comedy video, not as a serious video. I have the unique ability to talk very seriously about a topic and be totally joking about it. Let's see, eating some Marco pizza, getting my Bruno fix. Always love your videos, good buddy. Excellent, Tony, that's fantastic. Helmet gives me salutations. Excellent, good to see you. Wayne, $100 for a haircut. I make $100 a month. Ralstonian, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Greedy Entertainment, good afternoon from Chicago, the Windy City. What advice would you share? Regret started in beard balm and let's see. Started in beard balm and oil business. Rephrase your question. Oh, ready to start the beard balm. Focus on product quality, customer service, and just never stop making videos. People will only buy if they know you. If they don't know you, their money can't flow to you. So know and flow go hand in hand. Okay? Toronto. Brendan, good to see you. I know I'm far back on these chats here. Very happy to hear that believe in salvation through grace. Faith, many people claim they're Christian, but they're not saved because they believe in works. I mean, it's got nothing to do with me. Think about the name Jesus. What does the name Jesus mean? It means God is salvation. It doesn't mean God plus George is salvation. It's God is salvation. That's what it means. I had nothing to do with it. I can't do anything to make God love me more. I can't do anything to make God love me less. Okay? Simple as that. Cheers from Guadalajara. Excellent. Good to see you, Mr. Acosta. From New York, Dave B. Thank you. Thank you. Not too far from me. Towboater. I'm a towboat captain on the Mississippi River. Us towboat captains have a lot of alone solitude. Thinking time my office view is the river, Mother Nature. Oh, man. Is that a dream job, or am I just fantasizing there of just being a towboat captain, smoking a pipe, looking out at the river? I don't know. Like, the grass is always greener on the other side. You might want to be in a salon somewhere doing $100 haircuts. I want to be out on a river, on a boat, smoking a pipe. So, yes. Does NoFap help beard growth? I noticed that I had a bigger, nicer beard when I was a Fapstronaut. I don't think so. I don't think so, and I don't think there's any evidence to prove that. Lance says, is it bad that I want to stay single and build wealth? It all depends why you want to stay single. That's the key. Why do you want to stay single? I need to know your motivation. Oh, you work 30 on and 30 off. That's what, 30 hours on and 30 hours off? Is that what that is? Or 30 days on and off? Do I have exercise routine videos coming? Yes, I do. I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty jacked. You guys can't see it, and I'm not about to show you at this point. It's too late at night. But the body is looking literally, here I am almost 60 years old, and I literally look, like if I put a bag on my head and showed you my body, it would look like the body of a jacked, in shape 25-year-old. Not even a 30-year-old, a 25-year-old, so I look less than half my age. And I feel it too. Now, it's the gray hair that just makes me look older. So the gray hair makes the 60-year-old me look like the 70-year-old me. Uh, I still put cat poop in my beard. All right. High nitrogen. What's the largest steak I've eaten? Probably a 20 ounce or 22-ounce ribeye. What is my opinion? Ken VR says, what's my opinion on millennial women these days? Good, bad? Do I find them unfriendly? I find that on my social media that the young girls love me. They love my traditionalism, the traditional nature. I am a conservative man. I'm a traditional man. Or I should say I'm traditional and conservative. But there's this weird ass term called tradcon. And it's meant as a insult to people. Oh, you're nothing but a tradcon. And my thing is, why thank you. I am traditional. I am conservative. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, I have the values of your grandfather, who was probably pretty cool. Okay, so I'm finding as I talk about marriage, as I talk about leadership in the home, these women are actually responding to it. Millennial women are responding to it, and they love it. And if I was a dog, I would take advantage of it. But because I'm not, I like women a little bit older, and so. But my message is uh, resonating as true. Luis, thanks a lot for that Rudyard Kipling poem. Yes, remember the Rudyard Kipling poem? Wasn't that wonderful? That's when I was walking through the woods on that trail and I was at the covered bridge and the river. That was a magnificent poem, wasn't it? Yeah. Todd, good to see you, man. Cheers from Austria. Oh, so good to have you here tonight. Am I cool with Rollo and the rest of the other guys anymore? Jesse Carrillo says, I am. Listen, am I cool with Rollo and the guys? I was having a talk with my brother Tony. Do you think Rowdy Roddy Piper really hated Hulk Hogan? Okay. Seriously. This is after a back when I was watching professional wrestling, it was called WWF, not WWE, or I don't even know what it's called now. And do you think they actually were mortal enemies? No, not at all. Everyone has their own following. Everyone gets along in the locker room. If Rollo called me right now, I'd have a chat with him. If Ryan called me, I have a chat with them. I'm not reaching out to them. But if they reached out to me, you know what? I go to bed every night with a clear conscience. I'm good. I'm good with everybody. I am. I'm not good with violent people, though. I'm not good with people who threaten violence or want to punch me or point guns at me or even joke around like that. But everyone else, I'm good with. Totally good with. So, am I cool with them? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. All right. What do I think about girls purely just for the sexual side? Basically, no dating after a long-term relationship. Jose asks, what do I think about being girls purely sexual side? Restate that. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. No and flow, you got that? Uh, Peter, the no-fat video was the first. Oh, that was the first video that you watched? Oh, that's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. Sir Knight, good to see you from Poland. Oh, fantastic. That's fantastic. I'm going to be going back to Poland. I hope to see you next summer in Krakow. I will be there again. And you probably know of Agnieszka as well. So, you know, you'll see her as well. You found my channel on when you were looking at how to smoke a pipe. From Nottingham, the land of Robin Hood. Helmet, yeah. Ah, from Morocco. I love your videos. My father spent some time in Morocco in the Marines. Actually, this wooden cat is from Morocco. Right here. Believe it or not. Believe that cat's been in my family forever. My God. Let's see what other questions we have here. Max De Silva, good to see you. Oh, 30 days on, 30 days off. Okay, I gotcha. Thank you. Peter Hammond, your works emanate from your faith. You're doing it now. Yes, absolutely. Oh, I do have a pipe here. Old school Tony. It's sitting. I'm just talking so much. I'm not having a chance to fire it up. But let me just tamp this bad boy. Tamper is from the boys in Tampa. What else? Thank you for being a non-toxic influence on YouTube and a good father figure to many people. You are welcome, Joshua. That is one of my goals. Francisco says, hey, Mr. Bruno, quick question. As a student with a lot of free time, how can I use it wisely, take advantage of it? Make money, save, invest. Bucket Getter says, working out as a natural lifter is pointless since you get dwarfed on the street by tall guys. Mental. Then your workout needs to be mental as well. Listen, let me tell you about short guys. I'm 5'11". I'm just under 6 foot. Okay? Fairly, above average in my body, strong and fast for my age. My brother, T21 Surfer, who's moderator right this, is shorter. He would consider himself at the upper end of shorter guy. I wouldn't quite call him short, but he's at the upper end of shorter guy. Zero issues with anything in life. Ladies, work, social life. You can't tell me that height is an issue. Height is in your mind. I know a lot of very tall men who are very short in life. What's the smallest steak? Probably an 8-ounce petite filet, I would imagine. Let's see, you need a virtual hit. What do I think of open relationships? Open relationships have to be mutual. That's just the name of the game. If it's not mutual, then it's cheating. Friction, been watching for my vids for over 4 years. One of my original homies, man. That's awesome. Did Hogan hate Piper? I don't know about that. Have I ever had sex on cocaine? I never had cocaine in my life. I wouldn't even know what that feels like. No idea. Never got into it. I wouldn't even know where to get it. At what age did I change my career? 45 years old. Johnson City, Tennessee. P. Field says, in all these years, have you figured out how many licks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I don't, because I bite it. Actually, I like blow pops better, because to me, I like the gum inside rather than the Tootsie Roll. How much is too much for a first-time pipe? I've seen your video series on how to smoke pipes, and I'm looking to start soon. Start with a cob. Don't spend any more than $7. What do I think about sociopaths? I have avoid them. What about SJWs? Avoid them. Don't argue. What are my thoughts on dating apps, Tinder and Bumble? I think they're a riot. I think Josh Spencer from Universal Beard, everybody. Great products. I think they're a riot. I do have some private opinions, but I think they're basically hookup sites. That's all it is. It's just, don't even get me going on that. I'm not here for hookups. Yes, you are. When she says that, yes, she is. Let's get real. English is not your first language. I understand, Jose, and that's good. There's a lot of people here who English is not their first language, and I appreciate you being here. I really do. What do I think about society ousting people that are humble and have integrity? Give me an example. Jack, do I feel like your safety is at jeopardy being a YouTuber and your safety at home? On occasion, yes, but I'm also a Second Amendment follower and adherent. So, read between the lines. What happened with Rich Cooper? I thought you guys were buddies. Rich Cooper and I, um, long story short, he had some issues with Anthony. I didn't have those issues with Richard. Um, I like my position within the 21 organization. I like my contribution. Other people's fights have nothing to do with me. I do think Rich can get negative. I do. I'm 15 years older than Rich. I've been on this earth a little bit longer than Rich. And I have success that Rich has never had in certain areas. He's had success in certain areas that I never had. And we need to respect each other for that. I tend to think that he gets a little bit dark and negative. And if you watch too much of him, you tend to think the world is dark and negative. But as a person, I used to joke around and say, what would Rich Cooper say? Or what would Rich Cooper do? My last contact with him was, I want to extend an olive branch, Rich, and just like, let's be friends again. He told me. And basically, he rejected it. And I said, okay. And my thing was, I said, dude, 2 weeks ago we were calling each other brother. Now we're calling each other asshole. And there's just something not right about that. And I'm not good with that. So I tried. That's all. That's all. Hello from Southern California. Do I think sociopaths get more girls than nice guys? Yes, I do. Ralston, will you be doing any more DBS Daybreak Show from that farm that you hike around? Yes, I will. Yeah, that's right near me. It's a mile from me. Yeah, every time I come into a clearing, I do 10 push-ups. And there's probably about 10 clearings. Like, it goes in and out of the woods 10 times. And every time I come out of the woods, I do 10 push-ups. So for my walk in that area, I end up doing 100 push-ups. Yes, Peter, it's going to be with 21 again in Krakow. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Matt G says, hi, Sultan, which is better for lighting a pipe lighter, match, or a torch? Anyone. Thomas McKendry, thank you, sir, for the super chat. Appreciate that. How do you know if you're really unstuck? You feel that you are. Relationships are flowing. Money is flowing. That's it. And people are seeking you out for your wisdom. That's what people know. People notice that you're unstuck. What do I think of the whole legalization of marijuana craze? I think it's bad for society. Your thoughts? It's the same thing with alcohol. There was a time when alcohol was illegal. And I think more people are jacked up from alcohol use than marijuana use. Do I think we need another substance to really screw us up? No, I don't. But it's a free country, and there are consequences for everything. So, choose wisely. Our enemies are MGTOW and feminism. I wouldn't quite call them MGTOW. Some people say MGTOWs are the feminists of the men's community. I wouldn't think that. I think MGTOW is waving the white flag of surrender. I really do. I don't hold anything against them. Everyone has choices. There are confirmed bachelors, people who've been bachelors for years. I've been a bachelor for, think about it, I've been a bachelor after being married and having 3 children. I've been a bachelor for almost 16 years now. You could call that MGTOW, right? Kind of going my own way. And I only recently started feeling like I want to be married again. So, how do I get to wisdom? Ask God for wisdom. He gives it freely. Cheers from Finland. Ah, very good. Whisper says, who helps you when you're feeling down? I pray. I don't talk to a woman or any of the women in my life. I talk to my brother. I talk to my friends. And that's that. That's that. What's my opinion on police quotas actually hurting the economy? I'm not familiar with that. Walter Younger, thank you. Linda N says exactly. I'm not sure what that was exactly for. Yes, when I was a young man living in upstate New York, I used to go to Montreal quite often. Jose, it's all good, man. It's all good. Have I ever read The Prince by Machiavelli? Yes, I have. and I know it quite well. Linda says everything starts in the mind. Everything. Everything starts in the mind. You're right, Linda. Found my channel when looking up carnivore diet. Not sure who you are, but you're an interesting person. Oh, thank you, Brendan. Thank you. I've always said this, that your goal in life is to be an interesting person. You don't have to be handsome. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to be a gangsta. Just be interesting, and that makes life interesting, and it makes you a magnet too as well. What am I smoking? This is called Speakeasy by Cornell and Deal. And I need to take a drink. My God. A friend of mine has a distillery. He made a whiskey, made a bourbon, and I'm actually drinking that tonight. Mixed with Perrier orange. Well, son of a gun, it's EO, it's Everett Overton, and the channel is called Champion Game Coach Everett Overton EO. You want to check out his channel, subscribe to it. He's a young man that reminds me a lot of me. A lot of me. It's crazy. When I watch him, I think I'm myself as a young man. Check him out. He's got some great wisdom for a young guy. Great wisdom for an old guy. Doesn't matter. It's timeless. It's ageless, no matter who you are. If you watch videos on Everett Overton's channel, you will benefit from it. And I love giving a shout out to people who I know are effective in life. Who are my favorite serial killers? Drugs are for the weak. My favorite serial killers. Probably Genghis Khan, I would say. Ruthless. Or maybe Vlad the Impaler. Definitely. What was my first car? My first car was a 59 Chevrolet, red. It looked like the Batmobile. George, I haven't had a chance to tell you, but I finished The Haunted Bookshop over the summer. Now reading Parnassus on Wheels. Oh, fantastic. Christopher Morley is, I'd say, one of my top 10 authors of all time. C.S. Lewis being my favorite. But Christopher Morley just paints pictures when he writes. Listen, get the complete works of Christopher Morley. You will love, absolutely love his writing. Love it. Don't get the audio book. Get a book and read the book. You won't regret it. What are my thoughts? What are my thoughts for on narcissists? Stay away from them. Looking forward to the Daybreak show. Watching the sunrise and smoking a pipe. Yes, that's Lance that says that. How would you feel if you had a girlfriend that was a tomboy growing up and mostly got along with guys than girls? Is it right to tell her you don't trust her guy friends? Yeah, it is, Kevin. Absolutely, of course. My gosh. Absolutely. You're a man. You're guarding your territory. If she's your girlfriend, it's not being possessive or jealous. You shouldn't have to share your woman with anyone else. If you have to, she's not your woman. Walk away. Do I like to read? Oh yeah, my favorite books are from C.S. Lewis and Christopher Morley. I joined from Yucatan, Mexico. Vincent, Fernando, good to see you. Beards are kind of a staple look for boat captains. Beards have been the look of captains since stern wheel steamboats. Mark Twain mentions beards. Yeah, man. That's awesome. Derek says, hello, Sultan. Thanks, man. You've helped me get started pipe smoking, and I'm enjoying it. Fantastic. It's a wonderful hobby. It really is. Is 40 old? Not at all. Listen, I'm 60. I'm going to live to 100, so I feel good. I was just beginning at 40. You have to take a step. Tony Lama says you have to take a step back from the red pill to move forward. Yeah, I think so. You got to loosen your grip on it a little bit. And what's going to happen is you're going to get shamed when you start to walk away from it. But take its principles. Like my brother Tony, T21 Surfer, says that the red pill is a tool. It's a tool to use. It's not a destination. It's not a campground. It's not a city. It's a tool that you use. Yes. Stephen Crowder, good man. Tommy from San Juan, The Art of Seduction. Yeah, yeah, Art of Seduction. I know it well. Do I think money is energy? I think money is a symbol of energy. Money is the result of energy. Oh, T21 says no Crowder. I do think Crowder is very creative. I do. I think he does borrow a lot of material. Uh, borrow a lot of material. Advice for a 30-year-old trying to find his purpose. Ah, Lamar. Lift weights, eat steaks, smile, meet people, make friends, be the friendliest man in the room. Seriously. First time ever being scared was being in Kensington, PA. Yeah, let me tell you, Kensington is no joke. It wasn't a joke 50 years ago. It's no joke now. Nick says, cheers from Maryland. Dennis Richards says, am I living in a legal cannabis state? You're in Canada. Uh, it's not. It's legal for medical use, medical marijuana, but it's not legal for social use. Yeah. Tell me what I don't want to hear about being addicted to alcohol. Alcohol will run your life. I have a brother who enjoys his alcohol. It's not Tony. He enjoys his alcohol, I think, a little too much, and I've seen the effects that it has. I have a very love-hate relationship with alcohol, even though I'm sitting here drinking a little drink that I made. That's not all whiskey there, folks. If you think that's all whiskey, you're crazy. I put one shot in there, then I put the rest of Perrier, Perrier Orange. That is so good. What is my beer of choice? I don't drink beer anymore at all. I get into a carb coma. How can one become interesting? You must read, not watch TV, you must read. Information in makes you interesting. It makes it come out. Using a straw, I don't care about turtles. I don't. Everyone say hello. Favorite UFC fighter? I think my brother Tony, T21 Surfer, would probably know more about that than me. I don't follow UFC. I watch like little clips of like winning knockouts and tap outs or whatever you want to call them on YouTube, but I don't think I've ever watched a full fight. Yeah. Am I the Dos Equis guy? I actually auditioned for that. Yes, Ralstonian, these are new glasses. Yes, I get new I probably now, I think this is like my 13th pair of glasses. But my prescription is getting stronger and stronger. So this is the strongest prescription that I've ever had. So my old glasses are not sufficient anymore for reading and seeing. So, yeah. Am I still doing the vortex? Yes, I am. Every day. Tell us about your personality when you were young and unexperienced. I was a wonder child. That doesn't mean I was wonderful. That means I was in absolute wonder of the world. I explored everything from woods to abandoned houses to streams to woods to jungles to cities to alleyways. You need to be a wonder child. If you weren't a wonder child, become a wonder adult and search. Do I have advice to get a woman older than me? You're 23, by the way. Yeah, ask her out. Find a woman that you like and ask her out. Introduce yourself. Go up to her and say, hi, my name's Vincent. That's it. And smile. My morning routine is I get up, I make coffee, I do push-ups, I take a cold shower, I go to work. That's it. And then I start doing my social media. Borkham Rift Cherry, best tobacco. Ah, excellent. Walk away, that's too slow. Run. Run, Forrest, run. Yes. Corbin says, hey, how you doing, Corbin? You're 17, about to turn 18. I want to start smoking cigars. Wondering what's the best starting cigar. I would try Tiparillos with the wooden tip. That's the Swisher wooden ones. They're not too strong. They're kind of like entry level. You'll be fine. Mao Zedong and Ivan the Terrible. I know one of those guys quite well, like a brother. How can someone who has no clear vision in life effectively find the career path that suits them without continually going from one job to the next? Jason, your ideal career could be many careers. Like for me, I've had 3 careers. There's 2 things that you need to look for. What are you good at and what do you enjoy doing? The convergence of those 2 things is where you're going to make the most money and what is going to be the most satisfying to you. Okay? And make sure those things make money. There was a book that came out in the 80s called Do What You Love and the Money Will Follow. Well, I thought that was a bunch of baloney, and I restated that. Do what makes money and the money will follow. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up tonight. I know I'm way behind in questions, and I really appreciate your time, everybody. Appreciate the super chats. I'll get to you again. I think I'm doing Ask the Sultan every single night this week. I think I've done it for the past 2 nights. 2 weeks ago I did a show every night, and every now and then I just want to do stay in touch and be personal with you guys and address your personal questions. So I'm glad that I had a chance to do that. I had a 12-hour day at work cutting hair today, 12 hours, and yesterday too, and I slept like a log last night. It was wonderful. And I'm going to get a good night's sleep today. I have to be back in the salon tomorrow, and having a great day. And tomorrow night, let's do it again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. How's that sound? So if you come back tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we'll have another Ask the Sultan. And if I didn't get a chance to answer your question, please ask it again tomorrow. So thanks, everyone. Be the best person, best version of yourself that you can. It's called optimization. Ask yourself, what is the highest and best use of my time, of my resources, of my body, of my brain? What is the highest and best use of it? Continually ask yourself that. It's an old principle. Before everybody was talking about being the best version of themselves, we were talking about optimization. I want you to optimize yourself. Thanks for joining tonight. Beast wishes.